Well, hello there.
Hey guys.
And you're back. And we're back.
Oh, snap.
But Scott is on location.
Yeah, he still ain't never left. He is living his best life out there on them high seas and
and Alice is on the other side.
I know, right?
Across the waves. She's really not next to Eddie. She's across the waves.
Across the waves?
Yes. She's across the waves.
You know who else is across the waves?
Who?
The first lady.
Oh no,
Elizabeth.
She's
Elizabeth is on.
She's laying
being tagged along.
She's
She just snuck out onto the balcony.
See.
Yep.
Yes. Oh, that's her best life.
Boy, I thought she was fast enough.
I know.
She didn't want to be on camera. I wasn't kicking her out. She just didn't want to be on camera.
Right.
Okay.
So, and she was like, in case you show everybody the room, she was like, I don't want to be on camera. So,
okay.
She didn't mind if I did it when you guys, like in the pre-show, but she doesn't want to. She doesn't want to going out over the air. So,
right.
Okay. Listen. Here's the deal. How do you get all these great ports? I mean, really.
Inquiring minds.
This is an incredible itinerary. We are really, really enjoying ourselves. We spent the entire day in Cartagena, Colombia today, and it is a fantastic city. I think, honestly, by far my favorite port now. Like my favorite port, loved it, loved everything about it. I loved the people. And inside what they call the new city and the old city. So the new city you see when you sail in, and it's all these high rises and skyscrapers and stuff like that. It's really just spectacular. I mean, you look like you're sailing into New York City.
Right.
And that's the new city. And then the old city, there's two parts of the old city. There's just the regular old city, and then there's the part of the old city, what they call the city behind the wall. And that's where we spent the afternoon, in the city behind the wall. And it reminded me of Havana, Cuba. I mean, it just looks so much like Havana. And we toured the city in these 1950s convertible cars. We were actually in a 1949 Buick. And it was a convertible, and we toured the city, and it was just absolutely fantastic.
Right. Yep. We got a little taste of it, and one day you will see this footage available on none other than the Mustard Drills channel. Thank you.
I mean, yes. Like in movie star cars.
I know.
Back in the day.
I know. Wow. That was amazing. That was an amazing tour. I would love to be able to do something like that.
Yeah.
With local culture and everything just being fully
immersed. Yeah, and it was really inexpensive. I think it cost only $100 for the two of us.
Right.
Oh, that's good.
So it was not an expensive excursion at all. So.
Thanks. All righty. Well, welcome everybody into Go Live Together After Dark. We are your host and hostess. You know, my brain just went bananas. Background. Okay, there we go. Now I made things right. Okay, we can celebrate with balloons. Yay.
That you did the right thing.
Yes, that's for y'all. Okay, very good. Thank you for putting up with our shenanigans in the evening time. Also, welcome back to the people that were here this morning. And if you are here for the first time, welcome in to Go Live Together After Dark. I am Jeremy. This is Cheryl. And up top, we got Eddie and Scott. And he is live on the MSC Divina this evening. He will be giving us a ship tour. So sit back, enjoy the show, and let's dig in. But for those of you that are here right now, welcome in KK's Travel and Educational Vlogs. Good evening.
Good evening.
Next up in the chat is Cruising is Fun Anytime. Hey, babe. Cruising on the High Seas
and travel
has made it in. Good evening. And Salty Beach Traveler has came in. Hello. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. Emily. PK Adventure Travels. Good evening.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
They say good evening. Finally made it to Alive After Dark, and Mel is here with me. Say what?
Say what?
That'll work.
Awesome. Thanks for being here. So I hope the video and the internet holds up so that you can see the Davina.
Yep. And let's see. Kathy Bills. Good evening. Let me see. Salty Beach Traveler says the Davina is a great ship. Enjoy, Scott.
I mean, we are enjoying it, but you know me, I like the big new ships, and the Davina is not a big new ship. It's a small old ship, but it is very nice. It's very MSC, so it's very nice. It's very kind of regal and elegant, and of course, it's got the Swarovski crystal staircases and stuff like that. So it is a very nice ship, though.
Right. And they are looking forward to it. And let me see. Okay, we are all caught up in the chat. So let's get this party started.
Okay, I'm going to flip my camera around here. It's a little clunky to do on a phone. It's not quite as easy to do as when you're on a computer. So this is our room. It's just a tad bit smaller. It looks pretty much the same as a Maravilla room. It's just a tad bit smaller, maybe. It's a standard balcony room on deck 9. And of course there's the sofa and the desk area, television and stuff. There's a refrigerator down here, a standard balcony. My wife is hiding out there on the balcony right now, so I can't show anybody's balcony, but it just looks like a normal balcony. However, this mirror is like ginormous. It's literally like as wide as the bed. I've never seen anything like that on any other ship. And of course, there's a mirror here at the desk as well. And then you get this crazy shower in here, right? And I was showing this to my co-host earlier, right? See this crazy shower in here, right? You actually have to kind of build the shower, right? So it's got these magnetic pegs up here, and you have to do it in a certain order because otherwise they'll hit each other. So you have to like pull this one out and lock it in that one, and then see that it'll catch now, right? So you actually have to put that one back in, pull this one out all the way here, then you can pull this one out and lock it, and then you can put that one in there. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen. And then of course when you're done, you gotta kind of put it all back in together. So yeah, never seen a shower like that before in my life. Hopefully I never will again because it's just insane. And look, the thermostat is not cranked all the way up to the heat.
Oh, wow.
But that's of course, yes, I did borrow some Yacht Club water. I did. So, all right. So of course, if you look here, I've got my Maravilla card stuck in here. But see, that was my gold card from Maravilla, right? That was when I was still gold, but now I'm diamond. So, all right, I'm headed out.
Let's do it.
So, of course, we're on the back of the ship. So these are the aft elevator. This is the aft elevator bank. Again, looks very much like MSC. So I think I'm going to start down on deck 7. So I'm probably going to lose everybody in the elevator. So we're just going to take the steps.
Right.
It's definitely an older ship in its design and layout. Of course, I'm going to run into music down here because I can hear it already, so I'm going to be muting here very shortly.
Captain Mills had a question.
Yes.
Who needs a huge mirror at the end of the bed? Sorry, it is after dark.
Yeah, I'm not really digging that big mirror down there. So, all right, I'm gonna mute my mic because of this music.
Okay.
Okay, Mike asked the question, how many passengers does the Divina hold?
That's a good question.
Yep. And according to a quick search, I'm not sure just yet. So, Mr. Eddie, how is the weather over there where you are in your part of the country?
Well, right now in Southwest Atlanta, it's in the 58 degrees and it's clear. So Ali said that when she came in from work, it was a very nice day out today. So it must have been a good day. So
Yep.
we'll see,
Yep. And according to the internet, 3,502 passengers can fit on the MSC Divina.
Ooh, okay.
More than the Prima.
Right.
Yeah. I was going with 4,100.
Yeah. But Salty Beach was close, 3,600.
Even closer. Well, they do like MSC a lot too. I haven't been in one yet, but
yeah, they actually Salty Beach Travel. They were actually on. They were on the Maravilla cruise with me. Like the nightmare cruise that took us like hours to get on and off. I think it was only a 3-day cruise though, and it was from Port Canaveral. So it was the only time I sailed Maravilla from Port Canaveral. So this is the steakhouse, Butcher's Cut. They also have this on Maravilla as well as I think it's on most of the ships. And then of course on the other ships though, they do not have this massive menu board on the wall. But it's a standard specialty restaurant. I don't know if you can see the menu here or not, but it's a standard kind of stuff you get. You get a whole bunch of different, you get a whole bunch of different steaks and stuff like that or whatever, but it's pretty nice. It's bigger on this ship than it is. This is just one area. It actually goes back and around. But it's much bigger on this ship than it is on Maravilla. So we were surprised, and we actually have reservations here at Butcher's Cut for our anniversary night, which is on Tuesday, the 16th. So this is a photo gallery. We don't really do pictures anymore. We used to a long time ago, but just don't do it anymore.
It's a nice photo area.
Yeah, it is. It's actually a decent size as well. So the thing I noticed on here too is like it seems like on the big ships, everything is like really small because they're really trying to maximize space. But on this ship, all the spaces in the areas are really nice and big. And it's just very different to see that. It's not typical. So now this looks for like pizza and stuff late at night because like normally the pizza is only available in the buffet, but then later at night when the buffet is closed, you can come down here and get pizza. Of course, they're baking it right there in the oven. And then there's also like sandwiches and stuff like that over there or whatever. And that is just it's deck 7, somewhere around midship or so. But again, this is this is very typical of an MSC ship, especially like I mean, I've been on Maravilla and I've been on Sea View, and it all, I don't know, there's something about MSC it just has a feel, and it's always kind of similar or the same. So this is the kind of the main atrium of it, as you can see here. Always really beautiful, really nice. So, and then of course, here are the famous Swarovski crystal staircases.
Let's get it.
There are 3 sets of those, of course. These are where most of the main shops are. Somebody is really going to town down there dancing.
Is that the dancing class you're going to take, Scott?
I'm going to teach the dancing class.
Oh, nice.
So then this in here is kind of like a sports bar kind of thing or whatever. There's a small, of course, there's always a bowling alley on MSC ships. So this is the sports bar. I actually haven't been in here yet. This is my first time in here. It's very similar to Sea View, where it's got these kind of like seating areas with all the private televisions and stuff like that or whatever. It's really, it's a decent size. I'd say it's actually probably maybe even, again, just a little bit bigger than it would be on Sea View. And that ship's probably double the size of this. So the NCL Getaway also had a bowling alley on it as well, but I never saw anybody playing it. So, and then I think this is the comedy club in here.
So, like I said, you're increasing your chance of winning. So, 1, the name of the dealer. 2, the name of the song.
And who was it? Mike and Rihanna. And Mike and Rihanna, it does look like the Freeman in the atrium.
Yeah, the atrium does remind us a little bit, but at least the color and the style.
Yeah, there's music in here.
Yep. PK Adventure Travel says his dancing teacher is a picture of grape juice and fruit.
That's it.
Yes, that is definitely the case.
That's all he needs. Just give him a picture.
Yep.
He'll be taking care of some Rumba and salsa
Opa.
before you even know it.
Yep.
He'll be all over the place, dancing all the way into the casino.
Or in the pool.
Or in the pool.
Yep.
Going back and forth.
Did somebody say casino?
No, we're not doing that.
No. Well, they don't have bail.
Yeah, he ain't got the bail money.
That's as close as I can get.
Yep. Oh, that's what's
Back
up.
up.
Yep, back it up. Wow. Yeah, Emily says, I'm on MSC site. LOL. They have names of different parts of the ships like Apollo, Minerva, Zeus,
Archimedes.
Artemide. Pretty cool. Yeah, no, run away. No, run away. Go.
Right.
Emily says, blackjack, please.
Ooh.
Mike and Rihanna says, casino run.
No.
Oh,
Casino made a cameo, and that was it.
That was it.
Casino out.
Yes.
Wait, did somebody say casino?
Yeah, there you go again. Look at this. Look.
Let me go call Beth.
Wow. I hope she's watching the show. Beth,
Right.
if you're tuned in,
Go get
please
him.
go get your man.
So I really like the main theater. It's really nice and big. And one of the things is that I love about it is there are no poles, right? So every seat in the house is a great seat.
Oh wow!
Yep.
Unlike on Carnival and on the XL classes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at this. I mean, it's first of all, it's massive, right? It goes in underneath where I'm at up here in the balcony. Of course, the balconies are really nice and big as well. I mean, look how big this is, right?
And it's beautiful.
It is incredible.
I love it.
And as you can see, there's no poles, right? So every seat is just a good seat. So nice big stage. Beth has been to a couple of the shows so far. They're only about 35 minutes long, and she's liked them all so far. I just don't, just not into the shows anymore. So I just don't go to them anymore. I mean, I go to some of them, but I just don't go to most of them anymore. But I mean, unless my wife says, "Hey, I really want you to go to the show with me," and then you know how it is, guys. You know, you don't have an option then, right? You got to go.
You don't have an option.
No, I go to the shows. I do.
And people are wanting to know, how are the shows?
Yeah, so like I said, I haven't gone to them yet, but my wife has gone to several, and she has liked them all. And if you don't know anything about my wife, she's a serious cruise snob, okay? And if it's not good, it's not good. And she's going to say something about it, and she has said that the ones she's gone to so far have been really good, so she's really liked them. Uh-oh. How am I going to get through now?
Oh, snap. Don't do it.
How am I gonna get through? I'm trapped.
Yep.
Go around.
I'm trapped.
Hey, Lucy and Glenn made it back. Hello. Welcome into the evening shenanigans.
Yes. And he's giving us a tour of the MSC Divina.
Yep. Live look. You cannot bring a camera into the casino, so you have to go around. And
as many times as I've gotten away with it, we're not tempting fate anymore.
No.
Right. And cruising on the high seas. Well, I kept hearing a saying like this: "Happy wife, happy life." It must be true, as I keep on hearing it. Yep. PK Adventure Travels. No, resist the temptation.
Yes, back up.
Yep. Pass by the camera spot. Ooh, that looks nice.
Yeah, yep. So this should take me on the other side of it, I think. Maybe. Or maybe it takes me down into it. I don't know.
Wow.
I'm trying to get across X6, so okay, here we go. I think this is the outside of it now. So there's an arcade in here for kids. Yeah, there it is in there. So small arcade.
Have you seen a lot of kids?
No, very few. Like less than 10.
Okay.
So yeah, really like almost none. So of course, here's one of the kiosks for MSC. So if you don't know this about MSC, you can't set up a onboard expense account before you get on board. So once you check in, everything else, you get your paperwork. At some point in time when you're on board, you come here and you either register a credit card for onboard expenses, or they have small machines that only do credit cards, and then they have these bigger ones here that you can actually put cash into and take cash out of. So that's the other thing too with MSC. If you've got cash still, onboard credit still, you can come here the last day. You can't do it before the last day, but you can come here the last day of the cruise and take that onboard credit off of your account at a kiosk like this one. It'll spit cash out at you. So you can, but this is how you set your onboard account up. Like I said, they also have smaller machines around that are just really tiny, and of course they only take a credit card. So this is just another lounge here, piano bar in the late evening. There's also, of course, on MSC, there's always gelato available. So there's gelato over here as well as some desserts and stuff. That of course is you have to pay for it. I think the gelato, you get you get these two massive scoops. It's way more than anybody could probably eat, and you get it for like $6. So it's not terribly expensive. But this is kind of like obviously the main atrium of the ship. This is kind of the hub of the ship, and again, like the ship is small, and it's not my favorite. As you see, a lot of these areas are really crowded. But it's it's an MSC ship, so it's really beautiful. It's really elegant. It's really well appointed, thought out. Like I said, again, here are the Swarovski crystal staircases. It's one of the things that people love the most about. First, you can't get up and down those steps at all in the evening because people are always taking pictures on the stairs. So this area, I'd say, is definitely smaller than that same area. Of course, guest services is down here, and then under, down under where I'm at right now would be where the excursions desk is. You'd find that that's pretty universal on all MSC ships. So it's always typically on deck 5 here at the bottom of the atrium. So this is champagne bar here, as well as the future cruise desk. So just like other cruise lines, you can book your cruise online, a future cruise here online or on board, and and it comes with perks. You get some onboard credit. You also get double points. So anytime you book a future cruise on board on that cruise, you're going to get double points towards the loyalty. So that's definitely a good thing. My cruise on Seashore in October, I booked while I was on Meraviglia. We'll be in Yacht Club on that cruise. So not only do you get bonus points for being in Yacht Club, but then we'll also get double points, and we'll get double bonus points because it's basically any points you get, whether they be just standard points for the cruise or anything else that you get. So if you prepay things on MSC, you also get points for that. So if you buy your internet before you get on board, you get points for that. If you prepay your gratuities, you get points for that. So all that stuff you'll actually get double points for then at the end of the cruise if that cruise was booked here at Future Cruise Desk. So yeah, I mean it's definitely a good deal. A lot of people like to do that. Of course, you get again all the same perks you get on any other cruise line. You get reduced deposit, usually onboard credit. And you can do the same thing as you can on the other lines. You can use the onboard credit on that cruise you're on now, or you save it for that cruise that you're going to go on. Again, another shop, and then here's the candy shop in here as well, and it's of course all European candies in here, including I don't know if you know this or not, but there are two types of Kit Kats. There's a Kit Kat made by Reese or Hershey, and then there's one made by Nestle for the English, because the English do not like American chocolate because they think American chocolate tastes like vomit. So they do not like American chocolate. So of course all these candies in here are all European. Mm-hmm. So, and then there's a small toy section over here. There's also a small toy section back here on the other side. So these are like Legos and stuff like that for boys. There's some Barbies and stuff over here. And then there's also a shop up on deck 14 on the pool deck that also sells some toys as well as like some swim stuff, so shoes and things like that. This is one of the main dining rooms. We're not going to go in there and disturb those people while they're eating. But we're going to head up now to the pool deck, and that'll be deck 14. So I'm going to mute my mic so that nobody hears me huffing and puffing.
Yep. There is a lot of good chatter going on in the chat right now.
Who's in?
Oh wow, there's a lot of people in right now. Like with Lucianne Glenn says, do they give you a hard time with the camera? So far from what I see, the only trouble that he's ever had is somebody talking to him while he was in the casino
Or the elevator.
and chasing him down.
Yeah, so if you've watched our Friday Night Lives, I've done this quite a few times from many different ships. The only time anybody has ever said anything to me was, again, like Jeremy said, which is when I was in a casino.
Okay.
Because you're just not allowed to have a camera in the casino.
Right. And Cruising on the High Seas and Travel asked you a question, Scott. Whenever you book online, on the ship in CruiseNext, do you still get the commission?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the same as any other cruise line. When your client books on board, the booking goes to you. So.
Yep. Absolutely. Yes, welcome in Controversial Cruising, Emily. Life with Lucianne Glenn, CNS Travel, PK Adventure Travels. I know a lot of people came in.
Good evening, everyone.
Yes, and welcome to the live tour of the MSC Divina. You know, sometimes we gotta get Scott to do things live because waiting on a vlog might take a little while. So we
come on, man! Don't make me laugh when I'm out of breath.
Oh, I know, right? But yeah, welcome in, everybody, and thank you for coming in and enjoying the show. And hey, there's some fan mail here in the chat going toward Controversial Cruising. Emily says, "Love your quiz games." So do we.
Even though I don't play them,
Another thing I wanted to point out, as well as the decor and the design of every MSC ship is always inspired typically by an actress or an actor. And I don't know who's behind each ship, but I do know that here on Divina, the decor and the design of this ship
just people
was inspired by Sophia Loren. So.
And they're in Cruising Fun anytime. Okay. So just hit that and your link will show up so they can see it, hopefully.
Hola, Cruise Nuts. What is going on?
Hey there.
Okay, I see an aqua park.
Who? See.
Okay, maybe 25 years to the next video. I don't know, but anyway, we are
say hello to you.
Great look at the ship right now. Okay, so that's awesome. I love these nighttime views of the ship. The ship at night is just so peaceful up here on deck. Hey, the Bud Files have made it in. Hello.
Hey, Bud Files.
Welcome in. Oh, here we go. We got a drink in the chat. What is in the cup or the wine glass or the what do you call it? The flask or whatever you drink it out of tonight? Let us know in the chat. Alice Lugo.
Oh, that's a pretty pool.
I know, right? It says, Emily, I'm drinking too. Chocolate milk. That'll work.
I had a slush.
Yeah, baby had a strawberry slush. I have my watermelon punch. Hey, Danny D, the spectacular supporter, has made it in. Hello,
Hey, Danny D.
welcome in. Yep. Everybody is speaking
Together
in the
we
chat.
travel.
Oh, here we go. Life with Lucy and Glenn says lemonade. Emily still drinking Ghost Runner wine.
I know that's right.
Yep. Inquiring minds want to know.
Cactus.
Cactus.
I don't have the guts to test to see whether or not those are real.
Do it.
Come on, yeah.
You brought a first aid kit on the cruise, right?
Real.
If you poke yourself, put a Band-Aid on. Do it for the gram or one time for the YouTube audience.
So this is nice during the day. They fill this with a little bit of water, and you can sit here with your feet in it. Of course, the regular pool is over here, but they have this on both sides. So it's definitely not. I think some Carnival ships have something similar, but I don't believe it's as big, and I don't believe there's two of them. So. My wife is a little upset about the size of this screen, though, because she's like, how could you possibly watch a movie on something so small? I definitely believe the screen on this ship is an afterthought.
Yep. Okay, so Danny D came in with some welcomes. What's up, beautiful Cheryl, Banana Jeremy, Scott Butter, Dancing Toast, Scott, and Beat Eddie.
Yes. We're all doing good.
Yeah, we're good. Thanks for
So, of course, this is one of the ice cream machines here, and they have one on both sides, and it's open. I think it's only open till 5 p.m. So,
yep.
This is the indoor pool solarium area. Of course, most MSC ships have one of these. It's always really nice and humid in here. When I'm on colder weather cruises, I definitely spend a lot of time in here. I usually come in here in the morning with coffee, and I sit over here and listen to my favorite morning show with Eddie Lugo. So 7:15 Eastern.
Wait a minute. Eddie Lugo. That's not right.
No,
that's fake news right there, ladies and gentlemen. No, that's fake news. Eddie Lugo Studios is not drinking that. Nope.
No.
No, he's not. Wow. Living on the high seas and travel says the screen needs to be at a minimum of 85 inches. Will G has made it in. Hello. Welcome in. Oh, Lucy and Glenn want to know, how old is the ship?
Somebody would ask me that, wouldn't they? I don't know, but I can tell you this, right? One of the elevators is really buggy in the morning, and it comes when I call it for coffee. I'm going up for coffee, and when it comes down, I get on, I push the button. It will not go up, but it will go down. I could send it like down to deck 7, but I can't send it up to deck 14. And when I told one of the crew members about it, he laughed at me and said, "I'll report it, but this ship is old, sir." That's all he said to me. The ship is old.
PK
So,
Adventure Travel says, any strawberry soft ice cream?
no, just the standard chocolate, vanilla, and twist. So now I'm coming up here. I'm coming up here to show everybody how sad I am.
Oh, wow. It's the entrance to the yacht
But
club.
see, look, I know, but see, look, it's open. It's like on anywhere else, you need like a key, right? On any other ship, but on yacht club on this, you can just walk right in.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead, Scott. Go ahead. Do it.
But
No.
Film in there.
no, we're not doing that. No. Listen, I really enjoyed my yacht club experience on Maravilla, and we're really looking forward to our yacht experience on Seashore. October's not that far away, right?
Rob asked the question, do you have a beer or two in the morning?
I'm not a big day drinker, and I'm definitely not a day drinker when I'm cruising with the wife. I'm a little bit of a different cruiser when I know that I'm gonna get yelled at.
Oh, snap. We got somebody brand new in the chat. Careless Islanders. Hello.
Hello
Hey,
there.
welcome in.
Welcome in. You want to?
I don't know if you guys have noticed, but this ship has a ton of hot tubs.
Yeah, it does.
So of course there's 4 hot tubs down there. There's 3 inside the solarium. There's 1 up here, 1 over there. And I haven't even gotten to the aft section yet, where there's also another pool as well as several hot tubs. So a lot of wind up here. I'm going to mute my mic.
Yep. And let's see. Yep, built in 2012. And Snap Marketplace Boutique has made it in. Hello.
Hello there.
Welcome in.
Welcome in.
Marketplace Boutique. And let's see. All right. Lucy and Glenn are out. Thank you so much for coming into the show.
Have a good weekend.
Absolutely. And we'll see you on Monday morning. Danny D says, awesome, Alice. Get to see Big Bro next Thursday, the 18th. He has been calling us a lot to talk about wedding stuff. Can't wait to see them. I know. That is an exciting time for sure.
It is.
Yep. So Eddie,
Yo.
let's where are you taking us this evening?
We're gonna go to the port in Jamaica.
Jamaica, man.
Come on.
Really? Which one?
And I will tell you that the Port Authority of Jamaica is an agency of the Ministry of Transport and Mining responsible for the regulation and development of Jamaica ports and shipping industry, safety of all vessels navigating the ports of entry, and regulation of tariffs on goods passing through the public wharves. The Port Authority was established as a statutory corporation under the Port Authority Act 1972. A commercial free zone and distribution hub for the Americas is currently under development. Since 2008, the Port of Kingston has begun expansions to improve its facilities in response to the Panama Canal expansion. Ultimately, Jamaica hopes to become the main transshipment hub in the Western Hemisphere and become a developed nation. The Port Authority recently opened a new port for cruise ships in Falmouth, Trelawney. The new Falmouth Jamaican port of call is home to many merchants and cruise lines like Royal Caribbean, allowing many tourists to enjoy the port and surrounding natural beauty of Jamaica. The Port Authority also invited Air Ambulance Jamaica to monitor and provide emergency services to any tourists or local with any medical condition. And that's what I have on the Port of Jamaica, or the main authority area of the ports, meaning, including all ports in the island. Like back in 1972, the headquarters are 1517 Duke Street in Kingston, Jamaica. And it's a type of independent organization. And the website is www.portjam.com if you like to know more about them.
Nice. What is this back here, Scott? An infinity pool.
So this is the aft pool. And I don't know if you can see in there, but that in there is the Yacht Club restaurant. So if you remember, Yacht Club is all the way at the front of the ship. It's usually at the front of the ship on most of the ships that have Yacht Club on it. So the Yacht Club is at the front, and normally on a bigger ship, the restaurant and everything would be all inside. Yacht Club is literally referred to as a ship in a ship. But on this ship, the Yacht Club restaurant is actually all the way in the back here, and the Yacht Club is in the front. So the butlers all escort their guests from the Yacht Club here, and then when they're finished with dinner, the butlers come and escort them back. Now, I don't know why they do that, other than, it's like a formality or a sign of respect or something like that or whatever. But it kind of is funny to me, right? It's kind of like, these are the Yacht Club people, and they have to be escorted through Gen Pop. Like protected from Gen Pop, cruisers. But in any event, it's kind of funny. But I've been there too, right? So when you're in Yacht Club on any other ship and you're going to like the theater, you're going to any of the shows, they do the same thing too. They escort you out of Yacht Club and down, down to the theater and stuff like that or whatever. So now one of the things that's nice though, when they're doing that, is they're escorting you to the theater because you're going all the way to the head of the line, and you're going into the theater and getting the pick of your seat before anybody else is allowed in there. So that's definitely one of the reasons why. So I'm going to mute my mic again because it's really noisy again up here. But there are two more hot tubs up here as well. There's one here, and then there's one here on the other side that I'll be showing you here in a moment. So honestly, I can't believe how many hot tubs are on this ship.
Right. All right. Let's see. Okay, and I know that we got some new people in the chat. So Eddie, do you want to let them know what kind of cruise they can get on with the Go Live Together crew?
Yes. Coming up in October, October 28th, we are going to be boarding the Carnival Paradise in the city of Tampa in 199 days. So from Tampa, we're going to go down to Key West, Montego Bay, Jamaica, and Grand Cayman on a 6-day cruise leaving out of Tampa. So you want to be part of it? I still got some cabins left on the Eddie Lugo Studios Group Cruise and Alice Lugo Studios. And by getting one of these cabins, just all you have to do is get in touch with Bruce at Ocean to Ocean Travel and put your deposit down and make up your pay up your cabin by July 31st. So you got plenty of time to take care of some business. It's an excellent price. And then meet with us on October 26th or the 27th. I'll be already in Tampa around those dates. So on Monday, that's when we take up on the ship. So the sooner you call, the sooner we get you in there, right? So get in touch with Bruce and book your cruise today.
Who's Cruise 2024. Hosted by Eddie Lugo Studios, out of Tampa, Florida. Port of calls, Key West, Florida. Grand Cayman Island. Montego Bay, Jamaica. Aboard the Carnival Paradise. Join us for this great cruise, October 28th to November 3rd, 2024. Contact Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com.
I saw you.
Yeah.
I saw you.
Dancing.
Oh man, that was cool.
Oh, I saw one on video. Ooh, nice.
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
I
it is.
saw
It is
Daisy.
windy up there.
Oop, sorry.
I wouldn't show you.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
Backyard Trucker. Good evening.
Good evening.
Can't stay long. Got a premiere in 10. So go
Okay.
check out Backyard Truckers channel. If you want to drop your
All right.
link before you leave, just type in either ELS or TMD, depending on which chat you're in. That way people can connect with you.
That's right.
So this is the water slide here. So the staircase from deck 14. You come up the staircase to deck 14. You go up the spiral staircase. You get onto the slide up there. It's not super impressive as slides go. There's a space right here I found the other day that I can kind of slip in here to this place I'm not supposed to be. But you know, I love breaking the rules. So, as you can see here, you can probably see it better during the day, but that's where the slide is. This is the back side of the arcade. And then this staircase here goes up to the Aria, kind of the Aria Sun Deck. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that, but Aria is another experience. It's in between your standard experiences and Yacht Club. It has a little bit more perks, but not as perky as Yacht Club. But up here is their own private pool deck or sun deck, basically. There's a hot tub up here. There's also some clamshells and a lot of other areas. But of course, you can only get in there if you are Aria or Yacht Club. So, and I'm not either on this cruise. I'm simply Fantastica. This cruise I'm on because I moved a cruise. I had a cruise in January on Meraviglia going for the first time ever. I was on the very first sailing ever that was going to Mexico from New York City, but I canceled that cruise so that I could join my co-hosts on the NCL Prima. And doing so, you're able to move your cruise without any penalties or without any change fees. One time when you're in Fantastica or higher, and but it has to be moved to a sailing that is within 90 days of the day of your original sail day. And this particular cruise fell right, just right inside the end of that 90-day window. But it worked out well because it's an absolute incredible itinerary, and we got to do it for our anniversary. So really very, very happy. And I think that it kind of maybe was, maybe it was predestined to work out that way so that we had the opportunity to do this, and that I had the opportunity to sail on the Prima with my amazing co-hosts.
Aww.
So I'm back down here again on the aft side, on the aft part of the ship, the aft pool, Yacht Club restaurant in there. I'm gonna head inside, obviously, where it's a little bit less windy. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yep. Emily says, good work, Scott, hanging out with your co-hosts. I know this upcoming 2.0 is going to be an amazing cruise, to say the very least. And I'm excited about a lot of things on that one. Oh, the Z Show Cruise Fund has made it in. Hello.
And
Welcome
Norman
in.
Kraft is in.
And it says, we want to see the Scott dance.
Okay.
Well, we got an opportunity to get one live off the reflection of the glass here, or we can just play the video. What are we going to do, Eddie? You want him in the pool or on the ground?
Both.
Both. Okay,
Okay.
hold up. Let me get this one first. Yep. Marita's Yawn and Crafts has made it in. Hello.
And I'm knitting.
So the last part here I want to show everyone is the buffet. So so this is the back. This is the very back part of the buffet. There's always you always on MSC you always have like an antipasta area and stuff like that. So of course there's a whole bunch of different cheeses over here, olives, and a bunch of Italian cold cuts and stuff, and some breads. There are always there are various parts of the buffet on. Depending on what ship you're on, but they always have them. Of course, this is the very back of the buffet. I'm actually quite surprised how big the buffet is on this. Of course, back here, it goes back along the back side of it and comes out over here on the other side. And there's, I think most NCL ships also have a bar somewhere in the buffet. So this is where it is here on Divina. Of course, there's also the kids' corner. You can't be any taller than that to go in there and get some of the food. So, of course, there's always the standard kids stuff on there: chicken nuggets, French fries, macaroni and cheese, all that stuff. There's drink stations back here. I have never seen, so far, I have not seen these drink stations open at all. Of course, this is like any other ship too. The buffet has two sides of it. Peak hours, both sides are open. Non-peak hours, they aren't. I think this is the side that's closed. So we're gonna cut back over here real quick. This is the other thing that cracks me up about MSC, as well as the housekeeping. The housekeeping staff that are women are always dressed in French-made uniforms. So it's a little unusual, but anyway, because like on the other ships they all wear the same thing. So this is the desserts here. Those are little mini eclairs. I would say that the desserts, in my opinion, on MSC are kind of meh. There's nothing. There is one thing that they do serve. They had it last night. It's a Snickers cake. It's pretty good, but otherwise it's pretty meh. Of course, you're on an Italian cruise line, so you got to have an entire pasta station. So there's 4 different pastas here every single night. Looks like tonight we've got pasta Alfredo, seafood pasta, pasta with asparagus sauce, and a bow tie pasta with a chicken ragout. So, and then there's soups, always 2 different soups, another bread station here. These are the daily specials. They're always different in here. So tonight looks like there is grilled beef, mashed potatoes, there's a fish, and some type of vegetable medley in here as well. Look like cauliflower and carrots and a couple of other things mixed in. Of course, there's several drink stations, this being one of them. This is a carving station with another bread station here. There's also an ethnic station here. It's usually Indian food, so things like butter chicken and stuff like that, rice and tabbouleh and stuff like that in here. It looks like there's a fish here tonight, some other type of thing, green beans. Again, soup station. This is a salad station. There's a fruit station over there. So it always has the standard stuff. This is the pizza station. So there's always 4 or 5 different types of pizza here on MSC. And as you can see, it looks like it came from an Italian pizza shop. It's like it came from an Italian pizza shop. It is, in my opinion, the absolute best pizza in the entire industry. It cannot be beat. The flavor, it's just really super, super good. Carnival used to be my favorite pizza. Yes.
Okay, Mike and Rihanna has a question. Do they have a midnight buffet on the MSC Divina?
No, they don't have a midnight buffet, but they always have sandwiches. They have several different types of sandwiches as well as pizza. So,
And also, PK Adventure Travel says, do they have Coke, the best hands down, or the inferior Pepsi?
they have Coke. So as you can see back here, I don't know if you can see back there or not, but those are Coke cans, Diet Coke, Sprite, Fanta, Dr. Pepper, and Canada Dry. So, so they definitely have Coke here. So this is the grill station. This is usually always open as well. So there's looks like grilled chicken. There's some type of panini sandwich, French fries, hot dogs, hamburgers, and then there's also a few different sandwiches in here as well. Looks like there is a tuna sandwich in here tonight. There's usually like kind of like an Italian. They're small, as you can see. They're kind of like a small sandwich. They're usually like an Italian, so it's got like salami and ham in it. There's a turkey usually in there and stuff as well. There's a bunch of focaccia bread.
Denny,
so this is the buffet, pretty much. So,
Denny,
yeah, go ahead.
Question for you on the screen.
Let me. I don't have my glasses on. Right, let me put my glasses on so I can read it. Hold on. I have not, but I have had what is questionably called breakfast pizza.
Yep. And thank you for this promotion, Cruising on the High Season Travel. We appreciate it. And Emily says, pass the panini and French fries.
Yeah. So so here's the thing. I don't hate the food. I catch a lot of heat about how much shade I throw on the food on Carnival. The food on MSC is kind of hit and miss, right? But I still think that it's overall better than the food on Carnival. So, but it is not perfect all the time either. And, it is what it is, I guess. But so there hasn't been anything that's wowed us yet. I should say that. So, and of course the buffet, you'd think that it's just one buffet with two sides, but it's actually two buffets. So one side is got a name and the other side has got a name. So, kind of threw me off for when I first got on board, because I haven't seen that on any other MSC ship. But so that's pretty much it. So that's the MSC Divina. Pretty much. I mean, I don't think I have missed anything, and if I did, I apologize for that. But I think that you have seen. If I did miss anything, it was something really small and insignificant. You have seen about 90 to 95% of the ship, if not 100%. So that's it there. So I'm going to head back down to deck 9, to my cabin. But yeah, so I hope everybody enjoyed the tour of MSC Divina. Because she's an older ship. This is her last sailing from the U.S. market for the season. She'll be headed over to the Mediterranean after this. So.
PK Adventure Travel says, hey, you never showed us the casino.
Peer pressure.
I know. And Mike Arana says, at least they have ketchup on this ship.
Yes, they do have ketchup. Actually, when I was on Sea View, it was only a 3-day cruise. There was no ketchup on that. People were really upset about that. And then, of course, when we first got on our cruise to, I'm trying to remember where we were going. I think it was on our cruise to New England. There was no ketchup on that either, and some guy was actually going off the ship and buying ketchup and bringing it back and giving it to people. So.
Wow. And Cruising on the High Season Travel has a question. If you could only sail on one cruise line for the rest of your life, which line would it be and why?
Oh, wow.
Royal Caribbean, Royal Caribbean, Royal Caribbean, Royal Caribbean, Royal Caribbean, Royal Caribbean.
Wow.
Okay.
Emily says
Okay.
awesome 4. tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
Wow. Emily says, yeah, catch up. Man. All right. Well, thank you everybody so much for coming in to the show tonight. We definitely appreciate you coming by and taking part in the evening shenanigans. Y'all take care of each other out there. Take care of yourselves. Be sure to hit the like button on your way out. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And never, ever forget, we love you and good morning.
Love you.
I mean, good
Bye.
evening.
We'll be
Wow.
back Monday morning.
What a blooper.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we'll be back Monday morning.
Wow. That was a